news, gentlemen and ladies. It's official. Bob Iger will be leaving Disney as the CEO, and to seek to the new CEO will be announced next month, as per the announcement yesterday. So, because the reason that a few days after Kathy Kennedy leaving Lucasfilm under Disney, that reasons that Walt Disney Company and more important the happiest place on earth company as it decided to take a new step forward in a new direction. Now, if you're familiar, Bob Iger has been the two-time CEO of a company who's been for quite some time. And he was very known to become the successor. It's become a new era. And I agree. I think that Bob Iger saved Disney because he wanted to expand the entertainment brands. The company mergers nowadays, and since Disney acquired 20th Century Fox, now 20th Century Studios, the more the trend, there's a trend about the company mergers and takeovers between Warner Bros. Merged with this company, and then Amazon acquired merging with NGN, Metro Gourmet, now Amazon NGN Studios. But and then nowadays, the recent that announced and Paramount will be merged with Skydance, now under Paramount Skydance Corporation. But nowadays, Netflix will acquire Warner Brothers because of the financial troubles, and because of one president, I would say I would pretty pronounce Trump. But because the reason company mergers and takeovers is a trending thing. It's pretty good to be merging together. It's pretty much because of streaming, and especially movie theaters have gone downhill, especially from Netflix acquired Warner Brothers. But I think Ted Sarandos, the CEO of chairman at Netflix, will agree with that. But the reason that Bob Iger will be leaving Disney and focus on the other opportunities, to focus on the kind of direction that Disney want to expand to more quote-unquote era. Now, as per Disney, last year's slate of Disney, especially between of Disney, Marvel, Lucasfilm, Star Wars, and Pixar, of course, and especially other stuff, were pretty well. And except for the Jimmy Kimmel debacle, live cancellation debacle, but I would not touch that. But still, Disney want to expand the brand. As per want to know that the last year's slate was pretty much highs and lows. But the highest was the Zootopia 2 and live action remake of Lilo Stitch. So that's where proves the sexual. But even the failures like god awful Tron Alice and especially the god awful. And Tron Alice was becoming mixed reviews, but I know there's many YouTube videos pretty much didn't care about the recent Tron movie, and especially the widow actor named Jared Leto. Yes, I heard the grifters, that's what YouTube talking about, but yeah. And of course the god-awful Snow White movie, action remake, because let's be honest, I don't say this is a terrible thing, and he had probably not the director, but this is the same guy who directs Amazing Spider-Man movies, but no offense to Mark Webb, but good God, that movie is so bad that Racist Ziegler and God would be deciding will be one of the worst performance ever, especially at a recent announcement of Razzie. So yeah, I heard a few hours ago that Razzie nomination happened and includes Snow White in the list. So good for him, Razzie's community, whatever you call that. Go to Razzies, of course. So yeah, that said, I think that because Bob Iger wanted to do something better of the company, because one will focus on the taking a new step forward. It's like he moved on, and I already know the reasons I move on to another company. Particularly like I worked with Sony Pictures. I don't know. But yeah, I think Sony Pictures has become a dumb company ever, that Warner Brothers and Paramount Skydance, because yeah, let's be honest, the recent movie, 28 years later, The Bone Temple was probably going to struggle in the box office, and nowadays, I'm going to go see it tomorrow, by the way, but I think many grifters and all that stuff who care about the movie failure in my, but it got them find problem. I mean, that movie is pretty. I mean, honestly, this movie is pretty much I'm gonna see anyway because of good reviews, and I'm not even sure that the video about the great movies that underperform the box office. Take for example Babylon. It did what box office failure, but it received good reviews. But I think in the cult classic, it's not as good as. I think I've heard a rumor that he said this movie's becoming the sort of a classic, especially for Letterboxd and cinephiles. But mostly not as good as in Chris Festus Ford Coppola Megalopolis. That movie sucked. So, anyway, to me, the reason why people focus on the brand because Disney wanted money focusing on a new CEO. They hired a new executive. There's a rumor that former EA executive will be hired as a CEO of Walt Disney Company, and there's a rumor one 2 years ago, I think. That's a rumor, but I think this. Nowadays, EA has become the evil boogeyman company that people care about, and nowadays, I think they owned by Saudi Arabian company, public fund. I'm not sure, but yeah. But I think the EA was not only on the companies, but still, if Disney were hired as a new chairman, the CEO that pretty related to, it's pretty much more like avoid like world culture and stuff. I think will happen anytime soon. So and there was someone posting. There's a YouTuber I don't know. It's the hashtag fire Bob Iger and hashtag boycott Disney. So I blame that because this is like we're basically equivalent of the boycott Warner Bros. Discovery, but because of David Zaslav completely destroyed the company, but the tax write-offs between like Bad Girls, Scoop Holiday Hunt, and a bunch of Looney Tunes movies. But the reason that and of course, one film was fixed was originally set in New Line Cinema under Warner Brothers, but unfortunately we're back. But unfortunately, Zaslav not happy and right out, and we're back to Sony Pictures Animation. And eventually released Netflix just a couple of months ago because this is the same streamer who got the success of K-pop Demon Hunters, was co-produced by Sony Pictures Animation, but still, the reasons, and the same thing with Paramount Skydance, the reasons the bad decisions, they're shutting down NTV Europe channels, except a few countries, including US and I think Latin America, not including Brazil, but it's pretty much. And especially all the canceled Nickelodeon shows, and especially the late show with Stephen Colbert was going to be canceled in a few months, so be excited. This is going to be a long shopper because of reasons. Yeah. So, and of course the recent SpongeBob movie was pretty underperformed because that movie, the marketing makes me disgusting and sad. That's like, why? I mean, NHDU made a video about that. That makes no sense. Who led the marketing team who run that Paramount Skydance and Nickelodeon movies, and especially Paramount Pictures? This is bullcrap. Why? Anyway, but Disney, I'm hoping what happened in the future. That's more like more family-friendly movies, mostly more mature movies under 20th Century Studios and Searchlight Pictures, and of course the upcoming Marvel Studios movies, most including the Avengers Doomsday, which got a lot of attention in the teaser trailers, and of course Spider-Man Brand New Day, Home. That's the original. I know the incorrect, right? But I think the trailer came out today on the Sony Pictures YouTube channel, so I know this is a co-produced movie by IRS. Anyway. But still, if you disagreed about that, I hope Bob Iger will be lucky to be outside working at Disney and focus new direction. It might be acquired. He was the owner of I think the sports club or something with her wife, but I hope so. So I'm excited to see what the new CEO of Disney will come in next month. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be not as good as whenever. It's gonna be another woke Disney all over again. Many grifters and that. Let me know in the comments. So if you disagree, what do you think about the Bob Iger regime of Disney twice? I think because the first they had it between 2005 and 2020, I don't know. 2021, I know. And then came back, and then he left, and he came for period, and then came back after Bob Chapek, another pop, didn't this was running a company and this specialized for about the woke culture. So he came back to fix problems, and boom, the rest of history. And then he left, but announced he's gonna be left in the next month. So I hope it's gonna be excited for that. That said, I hope to see Bob Iger, see what's going on next after Disney again, and I see what's going on. So, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Do you think Bob Iger is a great personality, a CEO of Disney? Do you agree that Wonder Woman's focused on better plans? Do you want to continue working with a relationship with Disney in the future? Let me know. And I have a recommend, and also Chuck will say, you're the best. I will respect this video. Go check out this channel and also other channel in the description below. And I give also shout out to a bunch of people who watch my channel, and especially NHD Launch and Ross the movie reviewer and a bunch of others who familiar. So and Baba Scott too. So and probably the gamer too. So yeah. Anyway, I haven't much to say. So thank you for watching. Let me know what you think. Like I said, Bob Iger will be leaving Disney maybe next month or a couple of months. I don't know. It's going to be announcing his new CEO. So, yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and share, ring the notification bell. And see you guys in the next video. I see you guys in the next video. Take care, and I'll see you then. And keep watching right here on One to Meet. Have a good day, and may. Wish me luck, Mr. Iger. Mwah!